Rosie and Andy had sold his property in Tring. Long hours and long commutes were driving them to distraction, and they felt the time had come to change gear and head to the coast.
The main draw for us is being back by the sea, doing the things we love doing.
It's not just about a home by the sea and a change of scenery.
Andy is a planning manager and Rosie a local government officer, and they're fed up with their hectic routine of all work and no play.
So fed up, in fact, they've already lined up new jobs in Devon, which will enable them to spend more time together and indulge in all the water and outdoor sports they love.
It'd be great to have a bit more time to spend together and not always rushing around, and it'll just be lovely to slow things down a little bit.
So how does Andy's zippy sports car fit into the plan for a new laid-back lifestyle?
Blimey, it's very nice, this car.
A car for life, as they say. We got married in it, and it's staying.
So how will you find somewhere to put it? Does it need to be in a garage?
I'd certainly like to have a garage. That would certainly be on the wish list.
Honestly, boys and their toys. If he thinks I'll let him make a decision on the basis of a car, he's in for a surprise.
We're targeting South Devon, where Rosie and Andy's new jobs are based.
With everything laid out in front of them, these two seem to know what they're doing. Makes a nice change.
What do you think is your #1 criteria? And don't say garage.
That's not my #1 criteria.
Yeah.
I'd like a bigger house, I'd like 3 bedrooms.
And of course a view.
Yeah.
We're moving down for a lifestyle change, really,
Yes,
aren't we?
exactly. And
we
if you
have
don't
to
have
commute
the
still
view,
to work,
yeah,
and we don't have the view, then we might wonder why we've moved.
Yeah.
We'd like a house with a soul, and we'd like to be somewhere that's got a soul.
With 315 grand to splash, Devon is the dream. They want a stylish house with 3 bedrooms, close to the water, and a garage for Andy's beloved car.
A hefty budget, but also a hefty wish list in an expensive area. Here we go again. This isn't good enough, okay?
Oh, we only need one.
Yeah, but we can't
You
just
got
show them
6.
one. We can't just show them one and say, right, this is the one you're going to go for. Get on with it.
Okay, as nice as that might be.
Yeah.
Chaldon is their favourite location in South Devon, so I'm as pleased as punch. We found them something here that's also in budget.
Well, this is the house here. It's over 3 levels.
It's got a garage.
It's got the garage.
Area spot on, garage thumbs up. Let's hope this reaction carries on inside.
This house has an unusual layout, as well as having a granny flat with a separate entrance. Ripe for conversion.
The house itself is something of a TARDIS. Outside it looks quite a small house, but in actual fact it's over 3 levels. It's a little bit higgledy-piggledy.
I can't quite get my head round
The levels.
from outside.
Unfortunately, if anything's going to let us down here, it's the unusual layout. They're either going to love it or hate it.
That takes us back to the old conundrum, location or house.
I think it's a bit strange having the main bedroom just off the entrance there. Feels a little bit like a small house that's been extended.
Give them some space, Phil, to get a feel for the house.
So what are you thinking?
I think it's a bit small.
Sorry, Kirstie, I don't think they're feeling it.
I'd like to see what else we can afford in our budget.
So, what do you make of it?
We love the location, but we're not willing to compromise on the house to this
too
extent.
much on the house.
Too much.
Too much.
So the house is becoming more important than the location, perhaps.
In this instance, yes.
Rosie and Andy weren't seduced by the size of my first house in their favourite coastal community. So I'm taking them 15 miles inland to Ashburton and a much bigger house with bags of potential.
What do you think of the house, first
That's
of
a
all?
bit more like it. A proper house, yeah. We're liking that.
Proper big house,
Proper big
space
house,
around it.
Big vistas, yeah.
Yeah,
We like that.
we like.
For God's sake, Phil, get them inside before they're blown away.
And they are going to be blown away by this house. It's a huge semi-detached property and it's on the market at just over £319,000. It has 3 well-proportioned double bedrooms, a separate dining room, kitchen, a big family room and a huge garden with its own orchard.
The house is in a very rural setting, and yet it's only a mile from Ashburton town. You can actually see Ashburton town from here, and you've got views like that.
Yeah, amazing views, aren't they?
Yeah, no, it's lovely.
What about coming that far from the coast, because we're sort of 15 miles from the sea?
It was always going to be an issue, but I think would be a compromise worth taking.
This property is certainly big enough to be the family home that they are after. It is in serious need of modernisation, but the result will be well worthwhile.
There's lots of ways that you could tweak it, but actually I think the layout works very well. I can see Andy smiling at the spiral staircase.
It's a bit strange, a bit hard to get your furniture up there, that place.
You take the windows out, I'm afraid.
Even if they seem positive about this house, everything is coming down to practicality.
I love the openness you get when you look out the windows, you're not hemmed in. It's a cracking location in terms of logistically for us to get into work and for getting around. It's not quite the initial dream we had of looking out the window and seeing the sea, but that's not a bad compromise, is it?
That's not a bad compromise.
It may not be the house of his dreams, but it's ticking most of the boxes.
So what do you reckon then? What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I like it. If I'd walked straight into the garden or straight in upstairs, I possibly would have fallen in love with it, but I think because of where we came in and the downstairs layout...
Downstairs definitely needs...
tweaking.
It's a definite maybe.
A definite maybe.
Yeah. With a little bit of work, it could be a lovely house, lovely property for us.
Rosie?
Standing out in the garden, I can see that this is a property that I could love. But walking in the front door, I didn't get that. This is the property for me.
Are we looking for scope and opportunity, or are we looking for a home that you want to love and enjoy living in?
I'm looking for a home that I love and enjoy living in, definitely. And you are too, aren't you?
No, absolutely, totally.
Let him answer the question. Andy?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm looking
Scope or heartstrings?
Heartstrings with scope.
Kirstie, I hope you can come up trumps.
This search hasn't been an easy one. Devon's a tricky place to buy as the market doesn't follow the usual patterns.
It's much more related to holiday times. It takes longer to get going in the spring, but once it does get going, it's frantic and heated.
When it comes down to it, Devon houses don't stay long on the market.
The southwest is certainly a popular place to live. In a recent survey, around a third of Brits chose it as their ideal location. If you hanker after a seaside home, there's over 11,000 miles of beautiful British mainland coastline to choose from. Over the past decade, the average house price in seaside towns in England and Wales has risen by 63%. Down in Devon, location is also driving our search.
You can actually see Ashburton town from here.
Andy loved the open vistas in Ashburton, but being further from the water didn't dazzle Rosie. Luckily, all Kirstie's legwork has paid off, as our next property is much nearer the coast in the charming village of Coombe Teenhead.
A stone's throw from the River Tane and only 20 minutes commute to their work, it could be the answer to all their prayers. It has a sailing club for the water sports, a cosy pub next door, and a friendly community where they could feel right at home.
First impressions?
I love it.
Yes, that's a bit more like
Fluttering?
The heart's fluttering.
Okay.
That's what we've been looking for.
I'm not blown away.
What
bad,
doesn't blow you away?
It's still very close to the road.
Oh, come on, Andy, it's hardly the A30. And with your wife smitten even before setting foot inside, you better keep your mind open.
I'm really excited about this one.
Good to see the garage.
Yeah, it's there.
Parking for one and another one out here.
Who cares, frankly? Yeah, whatever.
Since when do you choose your family house by looking at the garage? Come on, boys, use some common sense.
It might be a characterful cottage, but its contemporary conversion could be just the thing for our couple.
It has an open kitchen diner with a separate sitting room, 2 double bedrooms and 1 single bedroom, a family bathroom and a mature garden surrounded by rolling hills and traditional thatched cottages.
It's on the market at £325,000. It may be 10 grand above budget, but it's got everything they asked for, and I think there's potential for our negotiation skills to be put to good use.
So, straight into bright, sunny kitchen.
I love this.
Oh, thumbs up.
This is spectacular.
I think this is fantastic. I want this house.
Is it the style?
Yeah.
It's a bit of everything, to be honest.
Andy, does it make you nervous when Rosie's so enthusiastic about something?
Got to counter her a little bit, and I make sure she's being
Reasonable.
reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, my personal experience is that in 95% of house purchases, the women get their own way.
95% of the times they probably think they got their own way.
Just like it is between you and me, Kirstie.
Time to get Rosie away from all this testosterone and have a girl-to-girl chat.
Do you think you're going to get your own way on this one?
I think Andy might come round to this house. I think the location and everything else will be quite important to him, and the fact that there's so much on the doorstep here, the fact that there's a village pub down the road, I think when he thinks about it, he'll quite like it too.
Might he go for a house that he doesn't really like because you like it?
I wouldn't want him to do that.
Oh.
I want him to like this house. And I don't think he'll like it as much as I do, but then I don't know that he would ever get as excited about the property as I perhaps would anyway. So.
Okie doke. So is it simply a case that he's practical?
Yes.
It's not a case that he wants to wear the trousers?
No. He's thinking more practically, probably. And I think the fact that I'm so enthusiastic, he's probably just trying to curb it a little bit.
I think Rosie's right, and it's Andy's practical mind that's keeping him from getting really enthusiastic about this house.
It's a very nice property. It's a bit more hemmed in than the other ones we've seen. You are sort of overlooked on several sides, and you haven't got the big vistas that we had in the other properties.
Obviously, it's a joint decision, but what happens if she really does love it and you're still feeling like you are now? Well, what would you do then?
And she gets her way, doesn't she?
Andy's still in some need of convincing, and who better to do it than his wife?
What are you thinking?
It's nice upstairs, actually.
No, it's not rocking your boat.
I don't know, I think you're so keen, I kind of, for some reason, I'm kind of pulled back a little bit, yeah.
Actually, your boat was rocking so much that you must have thrown your husband overboard.
Phil, how can you underestimate the power of female persuasion after all these years?
So what do you reckon, Rosie? Veg patch over there,
Rabbit in here.
apple tree, pear tree.
I can see it already.
Got it all worked out.
Oh, yes.
Moving in.
Yeah.
Not sure about your husband.
Not sure my husband's coming with me yet.
It's growing on me. I think
it?
the upstairs is nice, and now down the garden it's a bit bigger than I first thought it was. I know Rosie loves it.
For me, this has knocked the spots off the one this morning, and for me it maybe now falls back down to this versus the open spaces that you get somewhere like living outside Ashburton.
Yeah, we both value being in a community, don't we?
Yeah. I think we have to decide, don't we, which it is we
value more.
Will you let us know when you've decided?
We might.
Here's hoping they learn the art of compromise quickly, as a handsome Devon home like this one won't hang around for long.
Yesterday, it was Coomteen Head and Ashburton. Do you still feel the same?
No, Ashburton was a great opportunity, but it just isn't the wrong location, so we've ruled that out and want to have a second look at the one in Coomteen Head, which is only a stone's throw from where we are now. In the summer, This will be fantastic.
On a day like today, if you ask me, the one location you need to check out is the pub.
Good idea.
And the yacht club? You're going to join the yacht club?
Absolutely. Definitely.
They have dismissed the pink Ashburton house and its amazing view, and Rosie has obviously worked her magic as we are back to the village of Coomteen Head.
Rosie fell for this house as soon as she saw it, but Andy was reluctant about its position.
It's not the open feel he was after.
Last time we were here, Rosie, you said, I love this house, I love this house. What do you feel now?
I love this house, I love this house. Still
Still feel the same, even on this miserable day?
Even on this miserable day.
Can't wish for a better response than that.
Right, it's decision time. Shall I take Andy upstairs and remind him?
Off you go every day.
Remind him how nice this house is.
Please do.
We'll have a look at the kitchen.
Good luck if she drags you to the bedroom, mate.
I mean, Rosie seems to be on a mission.
Rosie fell in love with this place as soon as she saw it. I wasn't so sure, but it is a really nice house in a fantastic location.
What's changed Andy's mind overnight?
Couldn't possibly see.
You evil person. You used all your womanly ways, didn't you?
Something like that. I didn't really have to. I think he was just more cautious.
I think we could be really happy here. It's a house where we can move into and enjoy, the life down here. So I think that's also very attractive to us.
A classic second viewing, and is now reassured about the practicalities.
I think in a way Rosie was so enthusiastic it actually probably made me take a step back. She was gone. As far as she was concerned,
This was it.
This was it. And I think my natural reaction to that is just to counter a little bit and to just say, look, just hold up a minute. Why? Why is this? And make sure it's not being a a rash decision made by a female, I guess.
Brave words. Anyway, this is the one that they're going for, but at 325 grand, it's 10 grand above budget. So it's time to talk numbers.
Right, I've done something rather unorthodox. Ashley, the agent, waited in here while we were looking around the house because he had to lock up after we'd left. So I've asked him to stay on. I thought if you did want to make an offer here and now, I could nobble him before the end of the day. But we just have to slightly keep our voices. Phil, what would you want to pay for it at a max?
I think our max would be 310.
Oh, go on then, go and have a word to him. We've made him wait long enough. Here, get him a drink.
Oh my God, money coming out of Phil's pocket.
With the asking price over budget, negotiations are crucial.
The good news is that he received the offer well. The bad news is that there was another viewing this afternoon. I do think there's going to be a bit of breath holding overnight.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
After Andy's initial reservations, they now both really want the property. But house buying is a fickle game, and it all comes down to money and competition. It's going to be a long night.
The following day, after their viewing, the other family put an offer in.
A higher offer was made that we couldn't really compete with.
They came in with a full asking price cash offer, which just blew us out the water, really. So we were pretty gutted.
But a few weeks later, our determined duo offer on another charming property in the same village, and this time they are successful. They bought this Devon delight. Packed to the rafters with stunning period features, a spacious living room, kitchen and dining room, as well as 4 beautifully beamed bedrooms. They had to compromise on a smaller garden, but they got it all for £305,000. 18 months later, I was back for a look.
Hello, hello. Hey.
Hi, lovely to see you.
Very nice to see both of you. How are you doing?
Come on in.
Excellent.
Someone to introduce you to, Phil.
Oh, my word.
Isla.
Hello. Hey. Sleeping Isla. Isn't she beautiful? Can I have a cuddle?
Of course you can. It's Phil. Helped us find a house.
But with their new bundle of joy, there's no surprise there's been all kinds of changes. So for Rosie, is life a bed of roses?
And any worries over the size of the garden?
I'm still a little bit sad that it isn't bigger, but...
That was the compromise, wasn't it?
It was the big compromise for me particularly, but we got the village that we wanted, and very few of the houses round here have big gardens.
But on the plus side, there's plenty of space for toys inside the house, and even room for one of Andy's outside.
Andy, you haven't still got the 2-seater.
Certainly have, Phil.
What about family responsibilities? How are you going to fit that in it?
It fits in fine. It's a perfect family vehicle. Look, I'll show you.
It does fit, actually.
It does fit, yeah.
Just no room for the wife.
There's no room for the wife.
Rosie and Andy had found their perfect spot by the sea. But it could have been very different if they'd gone for the house Andy loved 15 miles away in Ashburton. Its location didn't wow Rosie, but was exactly what attracted architect Rudd Sawyers to make it his new family home.
I was attracted to Ashburton. It's in the centre of Devon, and there was development potential. A lot of the properties had scaffolding up. There seemed to be excitement about the area, some activity, people buying places, doing them up, and it gave me scope to do something quite creative.
I always knew this house would dazzle with a few tweaks, but Rudd has done a bit more than that. 4 years on, it's undergone a complete facelift. Rudd's built this fabulous modern extension with design and family living in mind.
The original arrangement of the house was very confusing. A 3-bedroom house needed a much larger living space. So what we've ended up doing is connecting the original living space with the extension and connecting to the garden.
Every inch of space in this house has been cleverly designed. And the practicalities of the spiral staircase which puzzled Andy were just another creative challenge.
Yes, there are problems getting furniture up and down the stairs, but what we've done is we've designed the building so that we can get furniture in through window apertures at the first floor level from the flat roof. So it works really well. We're proud of that stair.
It's amazing to see how this property has changed since we last saw it. It took 3 years of Rudd's time and a heck of a lot of hard graft. But he's transformed the space into a stylish family home and a fantastic workspace to boot.
We're glad it didn't get snapped up by other people, and it's worked out in the end. I think we'll be staying put for a while, yeah. We're happy here.
And he's not the only one. It's 4 years since we last met Rosie and Andy, and they have a new addition to the family, 2-year-old Imogen. They sold their much-loved cottage in Coombe Teenhead in May 2012 and bought this 3-bedroom bungalow for £300,000, just a couple of miles down the road.
Staying in this area was still really important. You know, we loved the area, we loved the village, we loved the location.
We're slightly more rural here, which means we get more space.
Finally, Andy has got exactly what he dreamed of.
I've got the openness and the views I was after in Devon.
And this large garden offers Rosie the outdoor space she craved.
The garden for me was the icing on the cake, yeah. I mean, I'd always hoped to have some space to have rabbits, so the girls have now got a pet rabbit each.
We're picking grass. That one out here.
They've bagged a fantastic family home in a dream seaside location. And now they have a leisurely lifestyle to match.
We're closer to the beach, aren't we? Which is great for the girls.
Yeah, we can walk to the beach from here, sort of half a mile.
It's the best feeling in the world to be able to go into the scene that's on your doorstep and have a swim on a Sunday morning.
1, 2.
Yeah, life's just not working, it's also working and playing, isn't it? Down there, is it?
But what of the zippy sports car? The one toy Andy said he'd never give up.
The sports car has been replaced with a diesel family estate. Yep. Kirstie was right. The forever car wasn't so...
Not so family friendly.
No. It will return. I'm intending to embrace my midlife crisis at some point.
So has the dream life by the sea lived up to reality?
We are living the dream, really. We're happy, aren't we?
Yeah, it's just the best place to live and bring up a family.